The best place for public education is always where the public happens to be. Well, over the weekend, the Truckers Jamboree was one of those spots at the I-80 truck stop, and registered nurse Lori Steiner with the Scott County Health Department had a fun job at the Jamboree. She gave COVID vaccinations and boosters at the whether you wanted them or not. She just, no. How'd that go for you out there?
It went great. We were able to give boosters and some primary doses to people that were vaccine hesitant.
Okay, so how did you market yourself while you were out there? Hey, come get a shot, or how'd you do it?
Well, anyone that walked by, I said, hey, are you up to date with your COVID shots? And they would either say, we're more people than not, we're up to date.
Okay.
It was really impressive. And then some people that weren't up to date, I said, let's just talk. Let's see what your hesitation is, what questions you might have. And we actually had a man whose wife was getting her booster, and we were talking a little bit, and Healthy Trucking of America was also offering retinopathy scanning for diabetics.
Oh,
and
okay.
he happened to be diabetic, and so he went for the scan, and when he came out, I looked, and there he was in the chair getting his first COVID shot.
Look at that.
So it was really a
Wow.
success.
He had a healthy day, didn't he? Did anybody try to fight you?
There were some people that were just rude, you know.
Yeah.
But mostly
Well,
people were open to listening to us, and
Okay.
a lot of people thought, oh, well, I wasn't planning on getting a shot today, but I said it's free. We have Pfizer and Moderna. We worked in partnership with Community Healthcare and sat down and got their shots.
Well, we have some pictures of the action there. So you were in a tent, you were outside.
We were in the big top.
In the big, okay.
Yes.
So Healthy Trucking of America. So they do several things. You said they were screening for diabetes, and then you were part of that.
Yes.
They wanted you. So what was there an issue? Is there an issue at all with people in the trucking industry and the COVID vaccinations?
Well, there's an issue with truckers as a whole. Nutrition problems. They suffer through some depression sometimes from the isolation. They don't have a lot of conversation with people other than on the CB. A lot of the truckers told us that I-80 truck stop is one of the few places they could go in and sit down and have a meal and have a salad, that because of COVID, so many places have closed up. And so it's fast food, which we all know isn't very healthy. So Healthy Trucking of America offers nutrition services, mental health counseling services. They are building a big RV like the Bloodmobile, and they'll be traveling around doing blood pressure checks, hemoglobin A1C, a whole picture of health.
That is really great, because we need these folks in those jobs, those
Yes.
men and women who drive our trucks.
Yes.
And so, yes, let's take care of them in all those physical and mental and all those
Yes.
ways. Yeah. So, so is that a satisfied customer right there?
It sure was.
That's like, look, he decided to smile for the camera for
did.
that. So, what else have you found now when it comes to kind of the state of the virus in our area right now?
In our area, we're at a low rate for transmission, but it changes by the week. Every Thursday, a new report is ran. Last week, we were at moderate. The thing about getting the vaccine is that it protects you from possibly getting very sick, hospitalized, even death. And that was part of the education that we provided to people that said, well, my friend, was vaccinated and he still got COVID. I said, but he didn't die, So the thing is, it's just like the flu vaccine. There's a different strain to the flu every year. Most people don't hesitate on getting a flu shot, which I think would be a thing to see in the future, a COVID shot every fall when you get your flu shot. But it just protects you. You can't always know what the strain will be or the variant, but it protects you.
What are you telling people now, Lori, about the second booster? So so you have your set of 2 shots, your original vaccination, unless you get the Johnson & Johnson, the 1 shot. And then there was the 1 booster, and now there's a 4th shot or a second booster available.
We really encourage that for people that are over 50, if they're immunocompromised, maybe have a history of cancer, asthma, COPD. It just is another layer of protection for that population that might be at risk.
And the booster should be how far apart then?
4 months after your first booster.
Okay. How about all the people we know now who have a strain of COVID that's going around, and they've been vaccinated, or I mean now they're going to wait and get their other booster, but now they've had COVID. How long do they have to wait before they can get their next booster?
It depends on if you received the monoclonal antibody infusion, you have to wait 90 days to get another booster. If you had COVID and your symptoms have resolved, then you can get the booster anytime that you feel like it.
Okay. So, so we were just talking to the folks about the Rock Falls air show, and I said you could just show up at an air show or something, and you said you don't have any events scheduled, but you will come to some.
We'll go anywhere
if you're invited.
Yes.
So if you're watching this now and you're in charge of some kind of event, you're thinking, I want to have a vaccination tent, and the Scott County Health Department. I was going to call you a humane society, but that would be.
We work with them too.
That's a different animal. It is an animal.
It is an animal.
Yes, Scott County Health Department. So give them a call, because Lori just loves to go out and talk to folks in the public, and can't you tell how good she would be at it? Yes.
We do. We love it.
Lori, you owe me money because you didn't look at your notes once. I said, you're not going to look at your notes.
I thought that was you owed me money.
Oh, that's right. What was that? Was that the deal?
If I looked, I owed you.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. I guess I do. All right. I owe you that. All right. I get that wrong every time. Lori, good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for what you do in our community to make us all feel healthy and up to date, okay?
I'm happy to be a part of it.